Chapter 13. Bumbleash was playing with Ravenwind and Darkleg. "Hey, Bumbleash, can you show us some hunting moves?" Darkleg asked. "Why?" Bumbleash inquired. "Because we're going to be apprentices in a little more than a moon," Darkleg responded. "Okay," Bumbleash shrugged. She crouched down. "Okay, try," she told them. Ravenwind crouched. He spotted a leaf and pounced on it. "Look, I caught something!" he squeaked. Darkleg pounced on his waving tail. "And I caught you!" she mewed. Ravenwind pounced on her. "Nope," he purred. Trueflight and Grassspring walked over. "What are you doing?" Trueflight asked his son and daughter. "Practicing hunting," Darkleg responded. Trueflight flicked her over the ear. "Oh, really? What are you catching? Kits?" he asked with a purr. Everyone shook Darkleg off. "Yep," he returned. Grassspring purred. Bumbleash tackled Ravenwind. He turned her and they play fought. Bumbleash finished play fighting with the other kits and walked over to the fresh kill pile. She grabbed a salmon. She walked over to outside the apprentice's den and started devouring it. She looked across the clearing. Hollytail was talking to Moss Poppy. Thrushmore was sharing a crow with Greybreeze. Goldon was lying in the little sunlight that was left with Drupal. Wind Poppy was eating a crow outside the warrior's den. Bumbleash finished her salmon and walked into her den. She curled up and went to sleep. The next morning, Bumbleash was woken up by Drupal, nudging her. Bumbleash stretched and got up. She followed them out of the den. The two headed to the training clearing. Drupal turned to her. "Okay, attack me," they instructed. Bumbleash crouched down. Drupal looked at her. Bumbleash started stalking towards him. Them. Then she pelted at them. That was a startled grunt. They shook her off and got up. "Very good," they praised her. Bumbleash basked in their praise. They were even spoke to her, so praise was unexpected. Chapter 14. Looksky was helping Apple gather herbs. They had spent most of the morning doing so. "We'd better be done soon. I haven't hunted today." Apple turned to him. "What's up?" she asked suddenly. Nothing," he replied. "Don't even try. I can tell," Apple insisted. "I told you nothing's wrong." Oaksky stifled a growl. "Are you sure?" "Yes," Oaksky responded. Apple didn't look swayed, though she stayed silent. Oaksky was curled up in his nest. He fell asleep listening to the silence of dead bud. Oaksky was walking around the trail. "Wait, this is Doklan territory. Why am I here?" He looked around. His blood froze. He spotted Hollytail, who was talking to Iceberg. "Wait, that's a Rose Clan cat." He went to see what was going on, but then the vision disappeared. He turned confused to see Hollytail glaring at him. His heart started pounding in his chest. She lunged at him. Oaksky turned and tried to run, but she had him pinned. Then she released him. She turned and ran. Oaksky backed up. "No, not again!" He turned and ran as fast as possible in the other direction. Then he awoke with a jolt. He curled up into a ball, but didn't try to go back to sleep. Oaksky was hunting a rabbit. It was scrawny, but it was the first decent-sized prey he'd seen in a while. He pounced and caught it. When he turned, he noticed Sootpaw. The red tom was limping heavily, the scent of blood on his fur. He was also very scrawny. "Sootpaw?" Sootpaw turned. He had a long gash across his face. "What do you want?" Wait, crap. Shit. What do you want?" Sootpaw asked shakily. "What the fluff happened to you?" "A fox chased me out of my den," he growled. Oaksky was tempted to walk away. It's sort of my fault, I guess. I mean, I did mess up his leg. Still. "Oh, right, Apple. She has herbs and stuff." Oaksky walked away and went to find Apple. Oaksky found Apple outside her den. "Oaksky, what happened?" she asked. "It's Sootpaw. He's hurt." Oaksky gasped. Apple nodded and the two of them ran to where Sootpaw was. Apple rushed over him to help him to his paws. Oaksky walked over to help. "Thanks," Sootpaw gasped. They headed back to Apple's den. When they got there, Sootpaw collapsed. Oaksky crouched beside him as though instinct and started licking the blood off his fur. Apple walked over with marigold and cobwebs. She applied them to his wounds. Sootpaw flinched. "Are you sure that will help?" he mewed weakly. Apple nodded. She continued treating his wounds. Sootpaw seemed to relax a little. When Apple finished, she grabbed a leaf wrap and set it in front of Sootpaw. "Here, eat these," she instructed. Sootpaw complied and licked up the poppy seeds, and then he fell asleep. Apple started making a mess. When she had finished, she gently lifted Sootpaw up and set him in. Oaksky left Apple's den. He cast one more glance back, then he was off.